Well, Halle Berry, we can sort of stretch out. Breathing room, we've got some moving space, but throughout most of Executive Decision, you're pretty cramped in there, aren't you? Or is that just an illusion? Were you really cramped in tightly there?
We were really cramped in, you know, stuffed in like sardines, all 400 of us.
Does it give you a respect for people who have to work in confined conditions like that all the time? And could you do it?
I don't know if I could do it, but it did give me a greater respect, not only for people who work in confined spaces, but for flight attendants in general, for what they go through. I think so many times they're much, much more than that, and they sort of don't get the respect because they're to help you in a crisis situation and then serve you if you drink. That's not their main purpose for being on the plane.
And what about working that close with fellow actors to be thrown together?
Well, when somebody decided to get gas, that wasn't too pleasant.
Yeah.
When those bodily things start happening, there's nowhere for anything to go. You know, no windows, no anything.
Indeed.
So that wasn't too nice. But for the most part, you know, it forced us to get to know each other, I think, a lot sooner. I think once we were on the plane, a lot of times we didn't want to walk all the way back to our trailer in between. We'd just stay on the plane. It was somewhat of an ordeal to get on and off, and we ended up hanging there a lot and talking a lot and having fun.
So it's good if you get along.
It's good if you get along. If you didn't get along, it might be problems.
Sum up for us, if you will, just the basic plot setup of Executive Decision.
Well, the short version is there's a plane traveling from Europe to the United States, and it's been hijacked by terrorists, and I played the head flight attendant on the plane who is trying to protect the passengers and also work with members of the military who have boarded the plane through the stealth back there, and they're now in the cargo area trying to not only defuse a bomb that they find out that's on the plane, but also capture the terrorists.
Now, those of us who have so admired your work in pictures like Losing Isaiah, the intensity there, the anger in there, does a movie like this constitute a kind of holiday for you, or does it have its own special challenges?
A holiday in a way, because there's not that gut-wrenching emotion all the time, so it was easier for me that way. But it was still a challenge doing an action picture, working in those conditions and conveying terror without being over the top, or a lot of the time I had to convey things without actually speaking, and sometimes that is harder than when you actually have words to speak. I didn't get to move a lot. It's very confined, and I often wondered if I would convey what I was feeling without having the, you know, all
and
the
a lot of the
gimmicks.
time we're seeing you through a monitor.
Yeah, through a monitor and
although it's a
sign
great
language.
I know. It's a great moment in the film, though, when Russell says she's a player.
Yeah.
When we know that you're going to be there for the duration, as if we doubted it anyway, I suppose. Talk to us a little bit about what's coming up in your future. Such a variety of roles. What can we look for?
I have a film opening a week after this one, actually, called Race the Sun for TriStar. It's a feel-good sort of family underdog wins film. I have one in the fall called The Rich Man's Wife for Caravan. It's a suspense, thriller, murder, mystery. And in a month, I start to shoot a movie called Baps. It's a big, big, broad comedy, sort of like Dumb and Dumber for women.
And in the meantime, as we close out of here, have you had in the past a favorite airplane thriller of some sort that you've watched and liked over the years?
Delta Force.
Oh, really? Now, why?
I think I remember seeing it as a child, and it was sort of seductive with the plane and the energy. Yeah, that's
Machinery, mayhem, suspense, and frailty of the human condition.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's heavy,
all that
isn't
stuff.
It? Certainly we could add Executive Decision to the list, though, of fine airplane thrillers.
Yeah.
Thank you for your work in it.
Thank you.
I am John Tibbetts for KCTV5 with Halle Berry in Los Angeles. We're at LAX for KCTV5.